Obligatory podcast intro.
Welcome, every single one of you, to the Dollar Bin. I'm your host, Matt. With me, like always, is my co-host, Adam.
Hey.
I'm covering a comic today called Unfinished Business. What you got?
I got one called Fight Girls.
Fight.
Ooh, cat fight. Fight girls. That's what the comic's about. That's how, whenever I see it in my head,
That's how you say it?
Yeah. Fight Girls. All right, so Fight Girls is a comic from AWA Comics. Came out in 2021. Frank Cho created, wrote, and did the art for it.
So you know it's going to be sexy.
Colors were done by Sabine Rich. I'm going to get into that. It is a 5-issue miniseries about a contest to become the new queen. They're all physical contests. There's no math portion of it. So the easiest way, quickest way is imagine like Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Basically Hunger Games. They
It's
drop
Hunger
you
Games.
in a crazy environment. You survive. All you have to do is teleport out. You have to touch the teleport box. And
Yeah,
you
each
win.
level is dropped off and they say there's a box and you got to touch it. You don't even have to necessarily kill or do anything.
No, you don't.
You really could just run the whole time if you're able to.
Yeah, you can trip, you can kill if you want, but at some points, they were completely allowed to work together if they wanted.
And were they chosen or did they volunteer?
I think they were chosen somehow. There were some that were royal lineage and some that were commoners.
Yeah, you said all classes.
So, there's 4 arenas. There's the jungle, which is their first contest. We get a surprise at the very beginning of the contest. It's really funny. Jungle contest, winners, people die. Second contest is the desert. A lot of people die. And then the third contest is water.
Yep.
And then all but 2 people die in that contest.
And they just know that what if 3 people come out the water and they're like, ooh, one of y'all are going to have to kill one each other. There's only 2 allowed on the last level.
Oh, gotcha. No, they don't say that. It's just a fight. So it would be everybody versus everybody.
Oh, so it could be one-on-one?
Yeah.
So if 5
end.
people made it?
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, they said the last one is just fighting, not that it had to be one-on-one.
And just slap them in a ring.
Yeah, so we got cool characters, character designs too, cool character designs. This is like a weird alien near future type situation. So they look like us, but somehow they're not us, whatever.
It's not Earth.
Doesn't matter. All the action in this is great, quick pace. All the ladies are wearing like volleyball uniforms, basically. So like the skimpiest you can imagine.
Yeah. Well,
I'll get into that. I'm going to get into that now.
It's hot in the jungle. It's hot in the desert. And then they're in the water.
Yeah. So
what would you wear, Adam?
It makes sense.
Yep.
It does. In the one situation in the
In
entire
this
world,
one time.
yeah, that actually makes sense.
This one comic,
Yeah.
it actually does.
So I'll just get into that now. So the creator, Frank Cho, did a bunch of covers, and he's known for doing a lot of covers, but he does sexy ladies is like a big thing he does. And then he did a few covers that got like a bunch of backlash and like
Too sexy.
They were controversial.
Yeah,
at the
very
time.
slooty. Very slooty.
One of them was a Harley Quinn one, but I forget who his first one was. It was somebody else. He got like in trouble for it. But he's widely known as liking to draw the sexy ladies and writing about them too. He did some other comics where there was ladies in the jungle wearing skimpy stuff. So the comic's fun. It's quick. It's a really quick read for 5 issues. It was such a quick read. It was entertaining. Like I said, if you like action, it was just literally an
mostly
action comic.
fighting.
It was just an action comic. I would say 1 thumb up.
Ooh,
For
okay.
it. I'm not done with my thing. I'm going to talk about the artist here in a second, but I just wanted to get off my chest. It's a 1 thumb up, almost a 2 thumbs up, actually.
If they were skimpier clothes, get 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so Frank Cho was born in Korea in 1971. He moved here when he was 6 years old. He started doing comic strips in 1997, 96, something like that. So some of his first work was called Liberty Meadows. It was in a strip form, like a comic strip form.
Yeah.
And then eventually published in issues.
Okay.
But all the issues that were published, or almost all of them, were just reprints of his newspaper column. There's not two separate things. There's not the newspaper column and then the comics. They're not different. It's the exact same thing. It was like well known and well loved. He got a lot of work off of that, doing that, as far as I can tell. So he started his big major label work was at Marvel. He had a contract with them for quite a while, so he couldn't work. He didn't work at DC or anything else. He did a bunch of issues of Jeff Loeb's The New Ultimates. He wrote and drew Savage Wolverine. He did variant covers just out the wazoo. That's like he's prolific with variant covers. So at the end of his run with Marvel, he was getting kind of not happy with working at Marvel anymore. So he was supposed to do a bunch of issues of Wonder Woman. He was signed up to do 24 issues, I think covers for the issues. Yeah, variant covers for the first 24 Wonder Woman ones. But he did 6 of them, and they fired him off of it. So he only did 6 of the covers.
Why? You don't know?
Something to do. I don't think he's the easiest person to work with. Reading around their lines.
He kept eating between the lines that was in the fridge and clearly labeled.
Yeah.
Frank Cho's an asshole.
We only caught him whenever he put ghost peppers in my sandwich. So then after DC, he started doing a bunch of like creator owned for Skybound, for Boom, a couple places. And he doesn't seem to be working a whole lot anymore. He's still around, but it doesn't seem like he's working as much anymore. This comic is just right up his alley. Hot chicks, draw hot chicks. Action, just like mindless, ridiculous action. So this is a Frank Cho all the way. Yeah.
My comic is called Unfinished Business. It is written by Paul Levitz. Art by Simon Fraser. Coloring by Gary Caldwell and Simon Fraser. It is a Dark Horse book, and it came out in 2020. A rabbi, a priest, and a reverend all walk into a bar.
Yeah.
They're dead. They walk into a bar. They meet this nice old Asian lady that's dressed in all white, and she tells them that they have died, or it seems like they have died.
Yeah, they beat around the bush.
They really do, because it is up in the air, because people are seeing them.
It's supposed to be a surprise, I think.
Yeah.
Whenever we find out.
Well, she immediately is like, look, people know who you are right now. And then they died in an explosion. There was an explosion at a religion meets science conference.
Yes.
And they were like the only 3 people that died. You have a rabbi, a reverend, and a minister. And when she shows them this, and then she tells them, you have unfinished business, heaven can wait a day. Which I think her saying heaven can wait really messed them up. Because they're like, so what, we're dead? We gotta do this job for this lady, and then we die? Where these are the last day we get to walk around? Do we even have tomorrow? What if we don't accomplish the goal we're supposed to?
Right.
Because the old Asian lady is being super cryptic.
Yeah.
So
we know what's going on, but from their point of view, I think it's more confusing.
I don't think it should be, but yeah. I guess in real life, seeing it would be hard to kind of...
You've never experienced anything paranormal your whole life or whatever, and then all of a sudden...
Yeah, you're standing in front of this person and telling you all this. Yeah, it'd be hard to believe, but I think there's signs. Them saying I died on the news is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But then he's like, I'm a dead man. I shouldn't be bleeding, and his arm's bleeding. And then it stops bleeding, and he freaks out because he's like, oh, shit, I am dead.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole bleeding angle was strange, I thought.
So their job is to interact with this doctor. It's really their job. Super vague about what they're supposed to do. What are we supposed to tell them? Oh, well, at the right time, if you choose, you'll know the words. And they're like, wow, thanks.
Yeah.
And then it really is just a small little journey these 3 religious folks go on. Not even struggling with the relationship between them and God, but just more... They're confused. Why are we here? What are we doing? What am I supposed to be doing?
If it was perfectly explained, I think they since they're religious people, they would have been like, oh, okay, and then gone along with it.
Maybe they would have. Maybe
that's
they
what
would
I
have
felt
been,
like.
Okay, I understand. I have a job to do, and then
these are people that already are supposedly extreme believers.
Gung ho.
Yeah, so I thought that was weird.
They're very strong believers. I mean, they're the leaders of their churches.
Yeah.
There was no conflict. It really was more confusion.
Mm-hmm.
There was no conflict in any sense whatsoever. There was no struggle with God. There was no struggle to believe. There was a few panels of am I dead? Am I alive? Really, it seemed like there was a lot going on in their heads, but there really wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
This was a nothing comic to me.
Nothing burger.
It was a nothing burger, and it had nothing to draw my interest in. The initial concept of these people are dead and they have a job to do, it's interesting, but in my opinion, there was nothing done with it.
Right.
There's nothing there. There was no ticking clock.
We didn't find out that there was even anything wrong, really, until the end. Basically, they figured out, oh, we have to go do this for this reason.
We just have to be in a room at the right time.
Yeah.
It was really what it is.
Yeah.
We had to all congregate at this one spot, and that's it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there was some left up to them, but I said this on the other episode, is that free will?
No.
If you know you're supposed to be here at this time, do you really have the free will to change that at all? Could have any one of them made a decision and screwed it all up?
Right. I think so. Yeah. But that's what.
Then why keep them?
Well, because at the end, whenever the two, God and whoever are talking.
It's God and the devil.
They talk about
they're
how
there.
It doesn't always go the way they want. So that means that there is some sort of.
But God knows everything. The God in this story knew to bring them there, them three specifically.
They knew they needed to go there to make the decision, not what their decision would be.
I don't know. I don't think they made the decision. I think the conflict and the confusion led them to exactly where they needed to be.
Yeah, but God and the devil set up the whole thing basically to find out.
But what if
he knew already?
I mean, what if the devil trying to instigate something, trying to change their mind, trying to trick them, is all part of the story? It's supposed to happen this way. You never know. That I guess that's the argument with free will. We're not going to figure that out on the dollar bin.
Right.
I didn't like this comic very much at all. I did like the art. I did like the art, and I think the writing was well done. There was just nothing there for me. So yeah, 2 thumbs down. I didn't like it at all. Nothing redeeming about it to me. Nothing that would draw me back and, oh, maybe I should try it again. No, nothing. I don't like it. All right, so the writer, Paul Levitt, it seems a rack of DC and a rack of Marvel stuff. That's this guy's been around a while, it seems, and that is his repertoire. A lot of DC. Actually, I'm not really seeing a lot of Marvel right now. Mostly DC. There's an Avengers comic.
Right.
So it looks like, Marvel, DC. And then Simon Fraser, the artist, he has a few, it looks like, not necessarily his ideas, but something that isn't, independent comics.
Yeah.
You have Roy of the Rovers, a fictional story about a soccer player.
I saw the cover.
And then this comic called Shimura. And I guess that's Judge Dredd character. Okay. And then a bunch of Judge Dredd. And then Nikolai Dante. This seems to be a comic series created by Robbie Morrison and Simon Fraser.
Okay.
It first appeared in 97.
Wow.
And there's quite a bit. It seems like there's a lot of books they did. It from 97 to 2007. Oh. And then, like I said, Judge Dredd. And then a Kingsman comic, it looks like.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's them too. But they got together, they worked hard, and made this book. Yeah, 2 thumbs down. This is multiversal, crossoversal. How are we doing this? This is where we take the characters from the comics we just covered and we make up a new story on how they would get together, how would they interact, what would they possibly do, what kind of purpose would they have together?
I got the beginning here.
It's portals.
We don't need to do portals. Okay, so my place is the Gilmoran Empire.
Yes.
They're on a planet that is 100% not Earth.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know the time period, but let's say, because it looks like our near future or whatever, so they have teleportation and blah, blah, blah. So I think they're just on the other side of the Milky Way than you.
Okay.
So it's not that we're in different universe. We're across our one universe from each other.
Right.
And the Gilmorans can teleport. And that's like an easy, simple technology for them.
Oh, yeah, they can, right? The box.
Yeah. So they're just doing their normal exploration. They're sending out people to explore other parts of the universe with the little jump boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
And then my characters, who were two women, number 4 and number 7.
Yes.
They are badasses in the comic. They're friends. They work together. It doesn't matter. They work together as bounty hunters, mercenaries, whatever.
Oh, okay. So what if a bad guy teleported to my Earth?
There you go.
And they are tasked to chase him and bring him back or kill him.
Yeah.
So then they have to they show up to Earth.
They use a little portal box.
And then somehow get involved with a rabbi, a reverend, and a minister.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
religious killings? This bad guy's cool. He's indistinguishable from humans.
Right.
Looks like a human running around. Maybe he...
Oh, he's trying to scam y'all or something.
Well, maybe he has a problem with religion here. Maybe he hears about it, decides, does some research and digging, and realizes he hates it, doesn't like it.
Right.
And then there's a chain of religious killings.
Okay.
The members of their churches are dying.
Right. They have to like work together to figure out who's killing.
I mean, how are we getting them
yeah,
together?
Yeah, I know, but yeah, they could have
Your
to work
characters
together.
come here and get religious
because they your 3
my 3 characters
would be researching the killings and,
their
thing. And then that's how they run into y'all are both searching apartment that a killing happened, and that's how y'all run into each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just together. These 3 could be together in one of their churches, and they come in to ask the rabbi some questions, and they're all there. Oh, you guys are after this guy too? Okay,
because they were like friends, right?
Yeah, they became. If they were all still around each other, they would definitely be.
Were
friends.
they friends before that, though?
No, they did not know each other.
Oh, I thought they did. That's why they. Okay.
Nope, did not know each other. Strangers, became friends.
Gotcha.
So yeah, if they were able to stay together, investigate these killings because it's happening to members of their church.
Yeah.
And then they find out it's this dude who teleported from another planet, basically.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. My minister could fight.
Yeah.
The Reverend, Minister Emily could fight. She could.
Oh,
she had
yeah,
some squabs.
yeah. I thought you meant in real life. I thought what you were saying.
Oh no, I don't.
Like
have
when
a
I was
minister.
a kid. When I was a kid, our minister he used to beat people up on the weekends.
Our preacher was pretty big. He beat people up on stage.
Yeah.
Do you feel the Holy Spirit?
He's beating the devil out of him. Yeah, he's beating the devil out of him.
What about now? Yes, sir. Get that devil out of you. He like Kane and Undertaker. He choke slammed me into the baptism pool.
Off the cage.
I'm about to choke slam this boy straight to the Lord, straight to salvation.
Off the cage.
Off this cage. Y'all ready?
Hell in a cell, y'all. Hell in a cell. That would be sick.
Give it up for Matt. He's being a real good sport. Yeah!
I can't believe that's not a thing. That, there's not a preacher wrestling, because there's the power team. They just, break baseball bats and then talk about God or whatever.
They broke big blocks of ice and concrete
and stuff.
Blew up them balloons that if they messed up, it would explode their lungs.
Oh, yeah, if you don't do it right, it could go back and explode their lungs. They said that all the time.
Such a small kid terrified. Oh, my God, I can't watch this.
Yeah.
I can't watch this. Lord, be with him.
I remember going to my friend's church one time on a random Saturday or Sunday, and they were there just as not to do a show. They were wearing
chilling.
their gear.
Oh,
but in there just at the service.
We just came to hear the service.
Yeah,
that's all. I saw them a few times actually.
Oh my God, yeah.
If y'all don't know about the power team, it's just these jack dudes, these swole Christians,
steroid dudes who love God.
Just swole Christians coming to preach to you for the back half of this, or the front half, and then they started breaking concrete blocks and ice blocks with their heads and doing all types of crazy ripping phone books.
Yeah.
They did some cool stuff. So to my little boy brain, I was like, these dudes
that's
are
genius.
awesome.
It's a genius move.
Yeah.
It's one of their most genius moves, if you ask me.
Yeah, it is.
It's just appealing. It's just appealing to kids.
Yeah, it's just cool. These guys are rad as hell.
They're loud. They got music playing in the background. When they walk in, they don't walk in. They prance in and like hop up and down, kind of like a wrestler would. That's what it reminds me. It reminds me a lot of wrestling.
It's very much like wrestling.
Yeah.
All right, so we wrapped up Multiversal. So you got some random reviews?
I do. I actually have quite a few this week.
All right, this is where we talk about just the random stuff we watched this week.
That's right.
Really, and then we review them.
No, we don't. So I went kind of dinosaur crazy lately. So after reading a couple of the comics online about dinosaurs, like from their point of view, like back in the day, whatever, I was just like, I want to watch some dinosaur stuff.
Yeah.
So I watched Primitive War, which is it came out in theaters and whatnot, but it wasn't big at all. It's a Vietnam dinosaur movie.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so like they're in Vietnam and they're
cool.
sent to this place to get this technology or whatever. It's kind of like Predator. There's dudes in camo and with machine guns going through the jungle, getting attacked by raptors, getting attacked by tyrannosaurs. They actually have just regular like sauropods, the big long necks and stuff. Yeah. So it's not just meat eaters. You find out, they're like Portal or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Action the entire time. The CG is fine. It's not the absolute top CG, but fine. They made it dark enough where it wasn't like, super obvious that it wasn't great. Yeah. It wasn't a huge budget movie, but so much fun. It was a lot of fun.
Nice.
And then real quick, I just watched the newest Jurassic Park, the Rebirth or whatever.
Oh, I bet it was bad.
It hurt my brain.
Yeah, I bet.
So the beginning of it, every person's story is the most sad bullshit backstory you've ever heard. The one guy, you find out 5 minutes after meeting him, his kid died and his wife are separated because they couldn't be together. The main character,
this guy's wife cheated on him with a dinosaur.
Friend just got murdered the last deployment. Damn. Everybody's, and they were like, the other characters were like, I have no money to support my business. It was so stupid. It hurt my brain.
Yeah, I gave up when they were like, this girl's a clone. And I was like, I'm done. I'm done. This is dumb. Yeah. This is really dumb. And honestly, for a franchise, the batting average for Jurassic Park is pretty bad. Because I guess retroactively going back to the second and third one, they're probably good compared to like some of the newer ones, which I think are bad. They look great, but they're bad. They're all bad. The first one's incredible. Yeah. It's one of the greatest fucking movies ever.
When 2 came out, I was still young.
Yep.
And I had already been obviously blown up with number 1. I was insanely hyped for 2. Me too.
I went to the theater.
More hyped about it than the first time I went to see the original Jurassic Park, because all we had heard was a little bit about it. Yeah. It wasn't a giant phenomenon yet.
No, I guess not. But
I had all the toys by the time the second one came out.
I remember walking out of the second one being like,
I loved it.
It was cool.
I loved it.
I loved the first one so much, though. And I've just pretty much watched them just bury it deeper into the ground as they keep making them. And like, I say it all the time. There's no love for these things. There's no love for the story. There's no love for the world at all. And they just keep ruining shit.
Yep.
All right, so shout out to Oliver. I started Supernatural.
Oh, hell yeah.
So what I've heard, right, that the director's original vision was 5 seasons, meaning there is a great show in 1 to 5. And there is apparently a somewhat definitive ending where the guy kind of wraps it up.
Oh, okay.
But then they continued to make more. Yeah. And then milked it for another 8 or 7 or 8 seasons. 10 more seasons. Yeah. I don't know if I'm doing that. My goal is the first 5.
That's fine.
I've been enjoying it, though.
I finished it with Oliver. The last few seasons,
All
he
of
was
it?
living with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be come on, and he'd be like, it's time. We're watching it, bro. And I watched episode by episode the last couple seasons.
Yeah.
Episode to episode.
So, do you like it?
Oh, I love it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a comfort watch for me.
Right.
And like I said, I love Monster of the Week type stuff.
Still, that's what I was intrigued by.
it.
I love X-Files. What's up with this? Show me the beginning.
It's
Someone's going to die.
It's sillier X-Files.
Yeah, but they use guns and then they hit things in the head with bats and shit.
True.
I'm like, these dudes are cool. So Sam, the younger brother, right? We got Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki or whatever it is. That guy's acting. He is so serious.
Or whatever?
Padalecki, yeah. So serious. He's like the goofy, funny one in real life, and in the show, just staring daggers at him.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, do you want to stop and get a burger? And he's like, yeah, I'm hungry. Just staring, just blew up, whatever his eyes are, just straight into the brother's soul. And it's just like, dude, chill.
Yeah.
He plays it so serious. And I'm like, I want this guy to lighten up. His girlfriend did just, get caught on fire on the roof, but I get it. I get why it's good, but he's so serious. Like, just lighten up a little bit. But no, I've thoroughly been enjoying it. I'm on like episode 7 or 8 now, and I like it a lot. I've been digging it. I think it's a cool show. I don't know if it's 15 seasons cool, but definitely 5.
I saw most of it, bro. Most of all the seasons.
And I see clips of all the other characters that show up later that are main characters, and they're in a bunch of episodes with like angels and demons. And I'm like, I'm interested in that
so
stuff.
many recurring characters on that show.
Later, right?
Jesus, dude. By the later seasons, you'll have recurring characters from like multiple episodes.
Okay.
Like, no, we brought this character back for one more No, they're like
half a season.
God, dude, it's so crazy.
So see, I might dig into that some other stuff.
It's just fun.
I'll probably take it real slow because I know I'll get burnt out and then come back in a year or so.
Right.
But yeah, and then I got one more, really. I've been watching Taskmaster.
Oh my God, yeah, you said that the other day.
Did I?
To me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I love the British humor, man. I truly do. I think it's so dry and funny, and they're very yes and people, which I appreciate. Very much, like, and they're aware. Oh, you just made a joke. We're gonna laugh. We're polite.
Right.
We understood that was a joke, and we're gonna laugh, even if it's not that funny. But a lot of that shit is funny. I watched the hell out of 8 out of 10 Cats, and then 8 out of 10 Cats does Countdown. So Taskmaster is just like this other outlet for my British humor.
Right.
And I've been enjoying that. I like it. I think it's funny.
When I was younger, I was super into a lot of the British stuff because my grandma kind of introduced it to me.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I loved it, all of it. Just like,
it's like
not
Monty
just
Python.
Not just like Mr. Bean or Monty Python, but there was one where everybody worked at a department store. And that one, oh my God, bro, it killed me growing up. Yeah, and I don't think I should have probably even been watching it as young as I was.
Nice. Yeah, I guess I've never delved into no, that's not true. I've watched a rack of shows. Watched a rack of BBC shows. Yeah, I enjoy their stuff.
Yeah.
Old England making some cool things I like to watch.
Yeah, true.
Thank you.
Misfits.
Oh, Misfits was great.
Misfits. And
First
then In-Betweeners.
Season In-Betweeners was great. Taskmaster is in there. He's the
Peep Show.
Peep Show's good. That's what I thought you were going to bring up was Peep Show.
You knew I was really into Peep Show.
Peep Show was funny. It's hard to watch sometimes.
It hurts.
But when it's funny as shit.
If you can sit through awkward shit and you think awkward shit's funny, then do watch it.
Yeah, give that a shot.
Yeah, Peep Show.
What about the IT Crowd? Did you ever watch that?
I didn't really watch that one.
I watched some of that.
Yeah.
There's a few episodes where I thought I've
seen clips.
This is hilarious and just fantastic writing. Really quick and sharp and meticulous in some episodes.
Oh, okay.
Jokes that are just drawn out so well. And they're so dry that dumb people here probably wouldn't even be aware that they made a joke. And are probably curious why everyone around them is laughing. All right, you got anything else?
I reread through some of my Wizard magazines from the 90s. That's really cool. If anybody doesn't know what Wizard was it was a pricing guide / just comic book magazine. So the back half of it would be all the prices for comic books, like
nice.
back issues, new stuff, whatever. But the whole front part of it was articles about comics, writers, ads, a bajillion ads that would be like the first time you would see new stuff would be like an ad in Wizard. because you didn't have the internet as much and whatnot. So you'd pick up the Wizard and be like, oh, they're doing a new Hulk comic or whatever. That's cool to see. After looking at Wizard, it made me want to look into some lesser known comic book characters that I saw in there. And so one of them is Fool Killer.
Oh, okay. I've seen that.
A few comics, older ones. There's some really old ones, and then there's some reboot ones. I'm going to try to read those. Those look entertaining to me. Then I learned about the Fighting American. Do you know who this is?
No, I don't know about this.
The Fighting American is Captain America, created by Jack Kirby and Joe Simon, who created Captain America. Do you know what I'm saying? They created the Fighting American after they had already created Captain America because they thought Marvel was fucking up Captain America and they wanted to show they could do Captain America better. So he's red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
Almost the same outfit. Shield. Red, white, and blue shield. So similar. Just like I said, these were the guys who created it and they were not happy with where Captain America was at the time. So they created the Fighting American. There's a lot. Oh, and also, I think he was one where technically he got created a long time before that, and they brought him back. So it might have even been earlier, something like that. But he's had a bunch of reboots over the years.
Really?
Listen. So in 97, Rob Liefeld did a little series. So it's all the Liefeld art with Fighting American. Looks funny. And then also Platt, one of my favorite artists, he did some of the Fighting American stuff.
Okay.
So really cool. That was by Awesome Entertainment. Theirs were done through Awesome Entertainment. And then back in going forward in time, in 2017, they did another reboot by Titan Comics. So the rights just keep getting passed around. It was never Marvel, by the way. It was always the other comic companies. And then, like I said, it was by Titan Comics, and it looks cool. It's very meta. That one's like just meta to the max.
Yeah.
I didn't read any of those, but I just looked at them. So just super interesting stuff. And then also I watched a few episodes of Black Mirror that I hadn't seen. And that was awesome.
I haven't watched that in a while.
I know. I did
enjoy it, though.
A season or two that I haven't seen.
I heard someone say it's just like a stoner being like, what if, like, your phones were, like, alive?
Yeah.
And that's just every episode of Black Mirror.
Love it.
What if this video game was real?
Yeah.
That's all it is. So, there's this woman on TikTok, Brenda Kay.
Yep.
She is a very earnest country singer.
Middle-aged white lady.
Very earnest, sweet, wholesome country singer. Well, someone along the way decided to write Brenda, this song fucks on it.
Yeah.
And it started a whole trend thing. It started a whole comment thread. Everyone that goes to there says, Brenda, this fucks. This is amazing. This song fucks. So I left a comment on one of her videos. First album title, Songs That Fuck by Brenda Kay. And then I asked her, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this comment trend? And she said she's not loving it.
No.
Now, while I was just scrolling TikTok, I came across a video.
Yeah.
And as I was watching it, the guy is bringing up this exact topic. Why does everyone say this fucks and all this stuff? And while he's doing this, and I'm randomly watching it, I'm not tagged, he brings me up by name. So here, I'm going to play it for you.
Make my way to the comments. On multiple videos, comment after comment after comment of, Brenda, this fucks, or Brenda, this absolutely fucks. This song fucks, Brenda, which Brenda herself responds to typically with the prayer hands and the hearts around the face emoji. Brenda herself is not loving the Brenda fucks trend. Matt here suggested an album title of Songs That Fuck by Brenda Kay, and then asked her, how do you feel about this comment trend? Which, can we just pause right there? I really appreciate the fact that Matt is like, you know what, I'm going to jump on the trend, but I'm also going to be a decent enough human being to acknowledge that she probably doesn't love.
You hear that? I'm a decent human being, bro.
Proof that Matt has a heart.
I have a heart.
Yeah.
I thought it was so crazy and funny that I just randomly came across that video.
Yeah, that's weird.
So shout out to that guy. Thanks for the shout out. I guess I probably should have got his name. He is on the First Spin podcast. So thanks, First Spin, for that shout out. Just gave it back to you. There you go. All right. Are we good?
Yeah.
We're good? All right. We are on Instagram and TikTok at Flipping Pages 24. We're on Facebook at Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. New episodes of The Dollar Bin release every Monday on all platforms and YouTube. New episodes of our podcast, Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam, release every Thursday on all platforms and YouTube. Best way to support us is follow, rate, review, like, subscribe, comment on the socials, on YouTube, on the platforms. If you've done that, we appreciate it. If you're just listening, we also appreciate that. And real quick note, we have finished our season of Flipping Pages. We are going to be taking a break. When we come back, we will be changing up the Dollar Bin slightly and also changing up the podcast slightly. We will, I guess, expand on it when we come back.
Yeah, we'll fill you in.
I got nothing. I'm a CI till tomorrow. Yeah, it means something. It's not gibberish.